again, back again. So I've just finished a just messing in my craft room video, so I thought I'd do another one whilst I'm waiting for Scarlett to come home. And I just thought I'd show you, look, I found these real teeny tiny little buttons. Aren't they cute? So they're on there, and I put some pearlised buttons on the bottom of that as well. So I thought I'd make another couple of projects. Let's have a look. Can't see that far away. My eyesight is not what it used to be. Ooh. Now then, I did have an idea for that, because I like that image. And in fact, if I use that one with it, yeah, that worked well. Oh look, got one in vellum too. Come on, make room, make room. Now, I don't normally do these types of videos. What am I doing? Okay. Because, you know how, like, with Gail Agostinelli, she has a good old chat in her videos, which is great. But she has so much going on in her life. Is that going to fit? Yeah, it's going to fit. It's going to fit, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to fit. She has so much going on in her life. She's got loads to chat about. Whereas my life, really, in comparison, is really quite dull and boring. So I don't really have a lot to chat about. So, and I like teaching, so that's why most of my videos are all about sort of teaching, really, rather than just being a chatty Cathy and, you know, putting the world to rights, so to speak. See that on there. So that's why I don't do these very often. In fact, I don't really think I've done many of these at all, where I've just crafted, chatted away. I should really wait for the glue to dry, shouldn't I? Tell you what, let's get what's going to be my backing. Ooh. Oh, there's a piece of file folder behind me. Okay, let's use that up. And then that gets rid of that. How wide do I need it to be? About like that. And again, I'm just going to cut it out roughly. And there. So I'm just going to glue. Oh, hang on. That's all right. I was going to say, if there was any writing on the back, I want that in contact with the backing paper. But yeah, I see quite a lot of people saying, you know, they get bored, they don't know what to do, they don't have no motivation. Well, sometimes you just got to get up off your butt and get sat in your craft room, pick out something, and off you go. Oh God, I'm getting glue everywhere. We don't want that. And so that's what I've decided to do today, because I've done so many teacher type videos this week that I actually just wanted to come into my craft room and just play. Not have to think about having it all planned out and having everything off to the side so it's all ready, having prototypes made. I just wanted to come in and make something. And the other thing is I want to start building my stash up again. And so this is an ideal opportunity to do that. I'm going to save them little bits. I've got a little pile of bits I'm saving over here, so that I could do a bit of collaging with them maybe. Right, so that's that one. That on the back. I'm going to cut this one out the same. And again, just going to cut this one out roughly because it's going to be the backing for this. And I can cut it all down to size soon, keeping that bit. Keep that bit. Okay, so that's got same pattern on the back. Right. So that will be like that. Tea paper again. If I do, let's do 3 sheets. And sometimes some projects are just real quick to make up, and you feel quite accomplished then when you've made something up real quick. Okay, so I was thinking cutting these out. Let's see about ripping them. Rip down the side. So if I just push this over to the edge a bit, so then when I rip this edge, then it's going to sit roughly in middle. If I do that there, remove that from there. As you can tell, I don't do a lot of measuring. So what projects you all working on at the minute? You doing anything exciting? Do you like to do autumnal things? Or are you a Christmas girl? Or boy? Whichever. Whatever floats your boat. Is there a particular style of journal that you like making? Oh, hang on, a cotton picking minute. That torn edges on that side, look. Let's get that right. Sure, they'll come in handy for something. So that fits on the back comfortably. Okay, can chop those off in a minute. What do I need to do next? Since we're doing this on the hoof. Okay, I think I need to cut this out. Let's do it on that side. Then I can ink these up then. Ooh, sun's shining right in my eyes. A bit off the bottom. Okay, okay, let's ink them up. You see me bruise as well, look. It's going down now. Yeah, it's only been a week. It's just been just over a week. It's taken quite a while for it to fade. So I'm not one for really writing in journals. I've tried. Oh dear, muck that a bit up. I've tried, but I don't like it. It's not me. I did in the past when I had a really bad time mental health wise from a relationship that I was in, and I had so many thoughts going through my head because he was a bit of a liar, this guy, and I'd catch him out, but he would manage to wangle his way out of it all the time. And this stuff was just going round and round and round in my head all the time. I couldn't get it out because he would lie. There's a term for that. It'll come to me in a minute. Oh, I want to make that one up. And that was the only time I ever wrote anything down in a book, because it was the only way to get it out of my head, because I didn't have to hold on to it. I didn't have to try and remember it. So that when he was sort of, you know, lying back to me and saying that I was making all this stuff up, or I'd twisted it or got it wrong, you know, I didn't have to hold on to that memory to go, well, actually, and then sort of recite the memory again. So I wrote it all down in a book, all this stuff, and it emptied my head brilliantly. So I do think that if ever you find yourself in a situation where you need to release what's going on in your head, writing that stuff down really helps. But otherwise, I'm not very good at writing in journals. I like making them. I might do a bit of stenciling actually on this. I've got a stencil to hand. I've seen one. Do a bit of stenciling on there. And that's the only time really when I've written in a journal. I made an autumn one. Was it last year? Year before? Don't know, can't remember. And I started writing a bit in that. And then I got bored. So sorry, I'm just looking for oh, hang on. I think it's over here. There it is. It's the one I want. So, do you write in journals, or do you just like making them? Or maybe you just like making the ephemera and you've got boxes and boxes of ephemera and embellishments, and they're just sat in a box doing nothing. Oh, don't do that, love. Let's get a bit of ink on it. Hang on. Oh, I've moved it. There we go. So yeah, it's not my, it don't float me boat somehow. And I'm sure that if I really thought about it, there's quite a lot I could write down in there. Even like, you know, writing recipes and stuff. Not for me. You're taking your time over this stenciling, Carol. Come on. This is half at video gone now, look. Me doing this stenciling. There, that'll do. Got a bit of an impression on there, didn't it? Okay, so that's going to be the back. That's going to be the front. Papers in between, and then I've got these little pieces of vellum left over. So I thought I could use one of them and attach the front to the back with a bit of a loop like that. And I don't want to fold it. Let's just check again. So yeah, I like it with the loop. I think maybe a bit narrower. Okay, I just had to cut you off for a bit. Because everything was going a little bit Pete-tong. Okay, I'll put them in there. So I had to gather myself together and get myself sorted again. So they're going to line up like that. So I went to emboss some vellum, and Big Shot was like, no, that's too thick, that's too thin, you need another layer. I got a bit fed up with it, and then when I embossed it, it cracked when I bent it, so that wasn't a good idea, was it? Right. Let's do a hole there. And I want a brad. Which one do I want? Well, these are these big silver ones. Let's use them. At least it's using them up. Make sure I've got them lined up properly. Through there. Okay. Rethink, pull them out, chop the excess off. Now put the brad in, Carol. Okay, and then that wants to go up and over. And that can be splayed open. I'm just going to twist it round. Hey, done it. Got a swinging tag book now. Okay, let's have a look. So that will swing open like that. That works, doesn't it? and then flatten that down. Might punch a little circle out off camera and just stick the little circle over the top of the brad clip so that your fingers don't get caught on the sharp edges. But I quite like that. Okay, one more thing I'm going to make and then I'm going to call it a day. I do like that. Okay, I was looking for something real sort of quick to do. So I thought I'd use up these bits of far folder I'd got left. I got them to 2¼ inches. Where's my scissors gone? I want to use that panel there and this panel here. So I'm just going to quickly cut those out. And I thought that it was a good way of using up the bits of far folder, but also using up those bits of tea dyed paper that I'd got left. Okay, and I want that one. So these are lovely, these, because you can cut out each of the individual panels, or you can use it as a whole piece, so it could make some really nice flip pages or journaling cards. And it gives you a fair few options. So like that bit now could make a great journaling card. So I think once I've finished recording this for you guys, I think that that's what I'm going to do. It's always good to have a little stash. Okay, so I'm going to stick that on there, not inking it up. But I'll ink up the far folder later on. Okay, and cut that. Have a fold over. Okay, I'm going to cut it a little bit longer. And then this will be the back. So I might stick some papers on the back of this piece. That's it. That way around. I'm going to have to stick some papers on the back, maybe. Do it that way. And I'm going to cut this a little bit longer again, because I want to fold that over the top. And then I've got those leftover bits of tea dyed paper. And I'm just going to staple them to that front piece. That's going to go over the top and glue down. Stronger glue. Oh! Wipe you off in a bit. That will stick down over the top, cover over that staple. Okay. That can glue down on there. I'm sticking my tongue out as I'm doing this, you know. So that can glue down on that. God, mucky pup. I'll put it that way around. And that can fold round to the back. And then the page is inside. So I've now tiered all of those. So I think it needs a little bit more sort of titivating up. But that's a nice size to hang over a belly band. So I'll do a bit of inking and a bit more decorating on that, and that's that done. So that means that in this video I've made another 2 items. So I've got the tag notebook which swings, and I've got this little notebook which will go over a belly band, and I'll do a bit more decorating on that. So for an hour's work, that's not too bad really, is it? Thanks for joining me again. I'm off to go and cook our dinner now, so that's me done till tomorrow. Don't forget that tomorrow you or I will get to do the drawing for the 20,000 subscribers. So if you haven't gone and had a look at that video yet and answered any of the questions, you need to do that pronto, because I'm going to start adding the numbers for everyone tomorrow as well, tomorrow morning, and then I'll do the drawing tomorrow evening. Okay, thanks for joining me again and listening to me prattle on about a load of old rubbish, but I hope that it's given you a couple of ideas of things that you can just sit and play with when you're a bit bored, like me today. All right, see you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now. Bye.